What would you do if you woke up to find a whopping $1 million lying idle in your bank account overnight? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what happened to Google's former employee, Chris Sacca. He invested $25,000 in Twitter in its days of little beginnings. A few years down the line, his small stake investment grew to millions. This wasn't a mere stroke of luck. It's a glimpse into the secret inner workings of the ultra-wealthy. We'll be letting you in on 9 financial secrets the ultra-wealthy live by, but will never tell you. 1. Try to minimize your tax legally. Think about it. We all agree that money is a universal language, but it also speaks at different volumes. The money you're getting is already not enough for your needs, so it doesn't make sense to give a chunk of it to the government. To be truly wealthy, you have to start acting like the rich starting now. And rich people don't pay tax, at least not as much as you do. Find it hard to believe? Well, take a look at the leaked tax returns of America's top 1% from 2021. You'll notice that our favorite billionaires, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and a few others, paid 0 federal tax all year long. How were they able to pull that off? Wait a minute, this isn't a wake-up call to rebel against the government. There are actual legal pathways to avoid paying taxes. One of them is to stop getting a salary. Elon Musk never gets a salary at Tesla, so why not? Instead, he gets paid in stocks. Now, you might not be able to avoid getting a salary, but one thing you can do is acquire assets. 2. Buy assets. Have you ever wondered how the top 1% manage to overvalue art, lose money, buy life insurance that costs an arm and a leg, and still somehow profit? It's like they find joy in accumulating real estate, bonds, stocks, and high-value assets. But why? Well, it's because they know the ropes. They know they can avoid income tax as their assets grow in value, unless they sell them off. And even then, the profit would make the tax negligible. So yeah, the reasons why billionaires are billionaires, and you are you, is that they understand how money works better than you do. If you're wondering what assets to acquire, you can start with stocks. Elon Musk might not be getting a salary like the average employee, but he gets paid in stocks. You won't be taxed on your stocks unless you sell them. And even after it's sold, you still get to eat your cake and have it because the tax on it is called capital gains tax. It's only deducted from your profit, so it's very affordable. If you've been watching them closely, you must have noticed that the rich never sell valuable stock. But how does a guy like Elon Musk, who doesn't have a salary, just valuable stocks he'll probably never buy, afford to cater his daily needs? He borrows. If you want to be wealthy too, you need to start borrowing. 3. Start borrowing. Now, you might have heard that the US consumers have an average debt balance of $104,215, but don't let that scare you. We've been told over and over that loans are the weapon fashioned against our financial freedom, but here's the twist. If you actually use your loans very precisely and intelligently, they'll become the wings you use to escape the snare of poverty. Debt comes in 2 forms. There's good debt, and then there's bad debt. Any form of borrowing that is detrimental to your credit score and your financial future is bad debt. It's usually too risky and too costly. While loans that help you build lasting wealth are good debt. And if it makes you feel any better, Robert Kiyosaki owes a debt of over $1 billion. But how did he manage to owe so much? How does the bank even trust him? That's where your assets come in. Your assets will act as your credit to help you take the loans you need. And guess what? You won't owe any taxes when you take asset-leveraged loans. There's no tax on borrowed money. That's why the rich use their untaxed wealth, assets like stocks, to give access to untaxed money, borrowed money. This helps them build massive wealth indefinitely and live large without paying heavy taxes. So yeah, start borrowing. It might be shocking to hear that the very thing you've been wrongly advised to avoid like a plague is now your golden ticket to prosperity. But what's even more shocking is the fact that the rich are never content. 4. Aim for more. How else do you think Bernard Arnault became the 3rd richest man in the world? Why do you think the owner of Tesla, Elon Musk, still bought Twitter? These wealthy folks always aim for more. After one big project, they start planning the next one. They keep acquiring more and more assets all the time. They keep growing their wealth day in and day out. If you want to be rich, you need to be like that. Never get too comfortable with the status quo. Always aim for more. One of the things you'll learn if you read Paul Arden's book, It's Not How Good You Are, It's How Good You Want to Be, is that to be wealthy, you must really, really, really always want to make more money. Money doesn't just fall on anyone's lap. You must set up structures to build wealth, and you must never hang your boots or get tired. Aim for more. Keep climbing up your career ladder and keep expanding your business. That's the way up. Although it'll actually be hard to dream big if you don't have an A-team. 5. You need an A-team. The only reason why Apple still stands today after the death of Steve Jobs is that he had and still has an A-team. Most of the billionaires you know aren't up there because they're extremely talented with remarkable knowledge. It's because they have a team of seasoned, educated, and talented professionals working for them. You need to do the same so you can automate your wealth. You must prioritize building an A-team. If you need to hire people with the highest level of skills and you can afford it, do it. If you can't afford it, hire the people you need and then grow them to where you need them to be. With an A-team, your prosperity won't be seasonal, it'll be automatic. The rich don't do everything by themselves. Instead, they spend their time thinking and musing with other affluent people like themselves, building their network. 6. Build your network. So you also need to do the same. If you want to become rich, you have to build your network. Why? Because believe it or not, your network is your net worth. Whether you like it or not, some opportunities will never come your way, regardless of how skilled you are, if you don't break into exclusive circles and hear some high-profile conversations. With collective mental and physical contributions from a world-class team, you can build enduring wealth. It's never really about what you know, it's who you know. In 2008, Mark Zuckerberg added Sheryl Sandberg to his network as the COO of Facebook. Due to her experience and affiliation with Google, she was able to scale it up, bringing invaluable growth and profit for his company. Warren Buffett, being a part of Bill Gates' network, has pledged a substantial portion of his wealth to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. That's a very substantial contribution for them, but they got it through networking. Same with Elon Musk. He carefully hand-picked Tesla's board members from his network, including close friends like Antonio Gracias, who is a longtime investor, and family like his brother Kimball Musk. In addition to all this, rich people have an abundance mindset. 7. Have an abundance mindset. Don't think scarcity, think abundance. That's the only way up. You can't grow wealth if you keep thinking less of yourself. If you think you don't deserve to be rich, you will never smell luxury. So stop thinking, I can't afford that, or this isn't for me. Rather, see a world full of opportunities and possibilities. Don't limit yourself. You don't pay to dream, so dream big. An abundance mindset believes that there's enough wealth, success, and opportunities to go round for everyone. So don't cower in the face of opposition. Go for it. Take risks. Have an insatiable thirst and quest to provide solutions to challenges. There are no jobs out there? Create one. That's how many billionaires you know today became so successful. They solved problems and created opportunities. When Jeff Bezos noticed that books, products, and commodities were only sold physically, he didn't see it as a problem. He saw it as an opportunity. And that's why we have Amazon today. Wealth isn't available to only a select few. It is free for all. With an abundance mindset, you'll become more strategic in your thinking and start thinking of new ways to add value. And because money flows in the direction of value, it'll flow in your direction. Another thing about the rich is that they 8. Don't try to please others. If all you see when you think of being rich is luxury vacations on a yacht or a mansion in Beverly Hills, you need a reorientation. Billionaires hardly ever look the part. They shop from the same grocery store you shop from. They get gas from the station just like you in their not-so-fancy cars. Why? Because the rich hardly ever bother about impressing anyone. They aren't caught up in the financial rat race because they've made it already. So they don't see the need to impress anyone or worry about the opinions of the masses. The harsh truth is, they wouldn't be where they are today if they squandered all their hard-earned money on luxury items just to impress. The billionaire next door lives below their means and focuses on growing their wealth. So flattening your account to keep up with them will only sabotage your financial future. It is better to 9. Commit to wealth building. Many times, the difference between the rich and the poor is their commitment level to financial freedom. Many people attend financial how-to seminars, but nothing changes in their lives. That's because your financial destiny is not dependent on your environment. It is about who you really are on the inside. That's why many blue-collar and postal workers retire early, while the supposedly rich professions like lawyers and doctors fall into bankruptcy. You don't need to be a career professional to succeed. You need to be committed to wealth building. Everyone is a professional at something. It could be motherhood or cleaning, but prioritizing wealth building is what makes for true financial success. You see, wealth doesn't flow to just anyone. In fact, research has shown that barely 5% of the population, even after spending most of their lives working, will retire with some basic level of financial security. The remaining 95% will be condemned to financial mediocrity. It's sad, but the numbers never lie. So you can't afford to be on the fence. It's either you commit to wealth building or you don't. Talk without action will only result in amateur psychobabble. It might sound harsh, but you might not see any tangible results unless you commit to these secrets with 100% accuracy. If you've been doing the same things for years now, but you aren't a millionaire yet, you need to change your old ways and commit to wealth building. How? You can start by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more financial insights like this. If you found this helpful, you'll definitely enjoy our next video. See you there.